Welcome to Napoleon's Power Talk. Today we're diving deep into a topic that will separate your habits from your destiny. The title is Focus Like a Billionaire, the Deep Work Formula. And I've broken this journey down into 10 powerful parts, each one built to challenge, stretch, and grow you. So buckle up. Let's begin with part 1. The day I understood focus, a billionaire's hidden weapon. Have you ever felt like your mind is always scattered? Like no matter how hard you try, you cannot hold your focus long enough to build the life you truly desire? And have you wondered why some people rise to the top while others stay stuck, even when they work just as hard? Let me share a true story with you, a moment that changed the direction of my life forever, a moment that made me understand why focus is a billionaire's hidden weapon. I was once sitting in a small, dusty cafe, the kind where the paint peels from the walls, the ceiling fan wobbles with a squeaking sound, and the smell of old wood mixes with strong tea. I was there because I had nowhere else to go that day, nowhere to be, nothing truly important to do, though my to-do list was endless. My mind was heavy, swirling with all the things I should have been doing, all the things I wanted to achieve, and the painful awareness that I was making no real progress. And then across the small cafe, I saw an old man at a table, alone, with a notebook open in front of him. He was scribbling with a pen, slowly, deliberately, his eyes locked on the page. The world around him was loud. The television was blaring the news. People were talking loudly about politics. Cups clinked, but he did not move. He did not look up. His hand moved across the page like a river finding its way home, steady, calm, certain. There was a glow in his eyes, a sharpness in his posture. It was as if the world outside had melted away, and there was only him and the page. I was watching focus in its purest form, and for a moment I felt a strange ache inside my chest, a hunger, a deep realization of how much I was missing in my own life. And in that moment, I asked myself, when was the last time I was so fully present with something I cared about? The answer was painful. I could not remember. I went home that night and sat on my bed staring at the ceiling. I realized that focus is not just a productivity hack. It is the doorway to mastery, the lifeline to your dreams, the currency that billionaires spend wisely while the rest of the world gives it away for free. I remembered reading about Warren Buffett, how he spends hours every day reading, thinking, focusing, while the world chases noise and urgency. I remembered how Elon Musk spent entire nights on factory floors, absorbed in problem solving, while the world was asleep. I thought about Bill Gates going on think weeks in a cabin alone, taking nothing but books and a notebook, using deep, uninterrupted focus to generate ideas that would change the world. And then I thought about my own days, my own habits, my own distractions. How often do I grab my phone for no reason? How many times do I open social media, scroll mindlessly, switch between apps, check notifications that do not matter? How many times do I start working on something, only to jump to another task before finishing the first? The truth was hard to face. I had been living in a constant state of partial attention, never fully here, never fully there, never fully anywhere. That night I made a promise to myself. I promised that I would reclaim my mind, reclaim my focus, and train it like a muscle until it was strong enough to hold the weight of my dreams. Because here is the truth. Billionaires are not superhumans. They are not born with more hours in the day. They simply guard their focus with their life. They understand that what you give your attention to, you give your life to. The next morning I woke up before sunrise. It was still dark and the world was quiet. I made a cup of coffee, sat down with a single notebook, and for the first time in a long time, I chose one single task to focus on. I wanted to write down the vision of the life I wanted to live, in detail, with emotion, with clarity. I wanted to know what I was truly working toward, what mission was worth giving my focus to. As I began to write, I felt the discomfort of distraction creeping in. My hand reached for my phone out of habit. I felt the itch to check emails, to scroll, to move, to escape the discomfort of sitting with one thing. But I forced myself to stay. I told myself, stay. This is your moment. This is your mind returning to you. Minute by minute, the discomfort softened. My mind began to clear, like muddy water settling until you can see the bottom of the river. Words began to flow. Ideas began to appear. I felt a fire inside my chest, a sense of power that I had not felt in a long time. I wrote until the sun came up, and when I looked at what I had written, I realized focus creates clarity, and clarity fuels purpose. That day I understood why billionaires spend hours in deep work, while others stay busy with shallow work. They are not trying to do more, they are trying to do what matters with full presence. They know that an hour of deep focused work is worth more than a week of scattered, distracted effort. They know that mastery is born in the moments when the world is quiet, and your mind is fully present with your mission. If you are listening to this right now, I want you to ask yourself, what would my life look like if I reclaimed my focus? What projects would you finally finish? What ideas would you finally build? What skills would you finally master? What dreams would you finally bring to life if you stopped letting distractions steal your attention, your energy, your future? Pause for a moment, close your eyes and ask yourself, what am I willing to let go of to reclaim my focus? It is not easy. I know. We live in a world designed to keep us distracted, to keep us addicted to notifications, to keep us consuming instead of creating. But if you want to live a life of greatness, if you want to build something that matters, if you want to rise above the noise, you must learn to protect your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Let me ask you, what is the one area of your life that deserves your undivided focus starting today? Share it in the comments below. Let this be your commitment, your declaration, your starting point toward a life of deep work, mastery, and purpose. Next, in part 2, we will uncover how billionaires design their environment for focus, building practical systems that make deep work inevitable, even when motivation is low and distractions are high. Because reclaiming your focus is not a one-time event, it is a daily practice, a way of living, a commitment to your purpose. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to Napoleon's Power Talk for weekly teachings that fuel your mind and strengthen your spirit. Share this video with someone you care about, someone who needs to reclaim their focus and build the life they deserve. Remember, you are not here to live a distracted, small life. You are here to build, to lead, to create, and to live with intention. Focus is your hidden weapon. Use it wisely. Part 2, protect your focus like gold. Have you ever noticed how quickly your day can disappear into small, meaningless tasks while your biggest dreams wait in the shadows? Have you felt that weight in your chest when another day ends without real progress on what truly matters to you? Let me tell you, billionaires do not allow their days to be stolen. They protect their focus like gold. When you look at the lives of those who achieve legendary results, you will see they have one thing in common. They design their environment to serve their focus, not steal it. They do not leave their focus to chance, and they do not rely on motivation alone. They build systems that protect their deep work. Have you ever remember reading about Bill Gates taking think weeks twice a year? He would isolate himself in a cabin, bringing nothing but books and a notebook, cutting himself off from the world. There were no emails, no meetings, no distractions, only deep, uninterrupted thinking. He knew that the clarity and breakthroughs he gained in those focused weeks would drive Microsoft forward for years. He built his environment to protect his focus. Now you may not have a private cabin in the woods, but you have something even more powerful, the power to design your environment and habits for deep work daily. Start small. Choose a single place where you will do your most important work, your deep work sanctuary. This could be a corner of your room, a library, or even a quiet cafe. Make it a rule that when you sit there, the world is paused. No scrolling, no checking messages, no distractions. Only you, your mission, and your mind. Second, decide your deep work hours. Billionaires do not leave focus to whenever they feel like it. They schedule it, protect it, and treat it as the most important meeting of the day. You could start with 90 minutes in the morning before the chaos of the day pulls at your attention. During this time, silence your phone, block notifications, and let people around you know you are unavailable. This is your time to build your dreams. The world will not protect your focus for you. It will demand it, steal it, and drain it if you let it. You must become the guardian of your own attention. Ask yourself, what would happen if I protected just 90 minutes every day for deep, focused work? Imagine the projects you would complete, the skills you would master, the dreams you would bring closer. It is not about finding more time. It is about using your best energy for what matters most. Here is a truth many ignore. Every distraction has a hidden cost. Each time you switch tasks, your brain takes time to refocus. Studies show it can take up to 23 minutes to regain deep focus after a single interruption. Now imagine how many times you get interrupted each day. This is why billionaires fiercely eliminate distractions. They know these tiny leaks drain years from their mission. Steve Jobs said, "People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on." But that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. Focus is not just about what you say yes to. It is about what you are willing to say no to, so your best energy can serve your highest mission. Today I challenge you, take out a piece of paper and write down what you will say no to this week to protect your focus. It could be unnecessary meetings, mindless scrolling, negative conversations, or small tasks that do not serve your larger vision. Write it down, commit to it, and protect your focus as if your future depends on it, because it does. In part 3, we will dive into how to train your mind to enter deep focus on command, even if you currently feel easily distracted, so you can build unstoppable momentum. Part 3, training your mind for deep focus. Have you ever sat down to work, ready to conquer the day, but within minutes you find yourself checking your phone, opening another tab, or drifting into daydreams? And does it frustrate you to know you want to focus, but your mind feels like a restless ocean, refusing to calm down? You are not alone. But you must know this truth: billionaires are not born with a focused mind. They train it. There is a story about Thomas Edison. When he was working on inventions that would change the world, he would sit in a chair holding metal balls in his hands, with a metal plate below. As he drifted toward sleep, the balls would drop, clang on the plate, and wake him up. He would immediately write down the ideas that surfaced in those moments of deep thought, the space between sleep and wakefulness, where the mind is quiet and insights rise. Edison knew that to access your deepest ideas, your mind needs to be trained for deep focus. Your mind is like a muscle. If you train it for distraction, it will remain weak, unable to hold attention. If you train it for focus, it will grow stronger, sharper, and capable of holding attention for hours. Billionaires do not just remove distractions, they build the power of sustained focus, hour after hour, day after day, until it becomes second nature. Start with focus sprints. You do not need to start with 3-hour deep work blocks. Begin with focus sprints. Set a timer for 25 minutes. During these 25 minutes, commit to working on one important task with zero distractions. No phone, no notifications, no switching tasks. When the timer ends, take a 5-minute break. Walk, stretch, hydrate, but do not check your phone. Repeat this cycle 4 times. After the 4th cycle, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This method, known as the Pomodoro technique, trains your brain to enter deep focus consistently, and billionaires use similar methods to maintain high productivity. Control your digital environment. You cannot expect your mind to focus if your environment is designed for distraction. Billionaires often use apps that block social media, mute notifications, and limit unnecessary browsing during deep work. They control what can interrupt them, ensuring their environment supports focus. Ask yourself, is my environment designed for my success, or is it designed to distract me? If your phone is the first thing you touch in the morning, if notifications are allowed to interrupt your work, if your workspace is cluttered, you are making focus harder than it needs to be. Change your environment and you will change your mind. Billionaires anchor their deep work with rituals that signal to the brain, it is time to focus. For some, it is taking a few deep breaths. For others, it is a specific playlist, a cup of coffee, or a 5-minute meditation. Your brain responds to rituals. When you repeat a ritual before deep work daily, your mind begins to associate that ritual with focus, making it easier to enter the state. Design a simple ritual to begin your deep work session. This could be sitting in the same chair at the same time, writing down your top focus goal for the session, taking 5 deep breaths with your eyes closed. Practice mindfulness to strengthen focus. Mindfulness is not just for monks, it is a tool for billionaires to train the mind to remain present. Take 5 minutes daily to sit quietly, focus on your breath, and notice when your mind wanders. Gently bring it back each time. This simple practice increases your awareness of distraction, allowing you to notice when your mind drifts during work and bring it back with calm control. Celebrate small wins. Your mind needs rewards to reinforce the habit of focus. At the end of each deep work session, acknowledge your effort, even if you were distracted at times. The key is to celebrate your return to focus each time. Write down what you accomplished. Note how you feel after a focused session. Let yourself feel proud of reclaiming your attention. Billionaires know progress fuels motivation. A reflection question for you. Ask yourself, how much of my mind's power am I using daily, and how much am I giving away to distractions? Reflect on this question tonight. Let it guide you to small but powerful changes tomorrow. Closing reflection for part 3. You have the power to train your mind for deep focus, regardless of your past habits. It will take intention, practice, and patience, but it is worth it, because every minute you spend in deep focus is an investment in your dreams, your purpose, and your future. Billionaires do not wait for focus to happen. They build it, protect it, and use it to create the extraordinary. And now so will you. In part 4, we will learn how billionaires use clarity and vision to guide their focused work, ensuring they work on what truly matters, not just what is urgent. Part 4. Vision creates unbreakable focus. Have you ever felt busy all day yet ended the day feeling empty, wondering if you even moved 1 inch closer to your dreams? Have you ever felt like you are working hard but not working on what truly matters? The truth is, without vision, focus has no direction. Billionaires do not just protect their focus, they align it with a clear, compelling vision. They do not work just to stay busy. They work to move toward a mission that lights up their soul and fuels their spirit. When your vision is clear, your focus becomes unstoppable. There is a story about Elon Musk sitting on the floor of a small office writing the first principles of what would become SpaceX. The vision was clear: make humanity a multiplanetary species. It was so compelling that it pulled him through sleepless nights, repeated failures, and public criticism. Every moment of deep focus was aligned with that vision. This is what you must understand. Most people fail to focus not because they lack discipline, but because they lack a clear, emotionally powerful vision pulling them forward. Your mind needs a why to stay focused. If your goal is vague, your focus will be scattered. If your goal is crystal clear, your focus will naturally align with it. Crafting your clear vision. Take time this week to sit down with a notebook. Turn off your phone, find a quiet space, and ask yourself, what do I truly want to build in this life? What would I still pursue even if it was hard, even if no one clapped, even if it took years? What impact do I want to leave behind? Write without editing yourself. Let your heart speak. Let your desires rise. Let your true mission appear. Once you have your vision, refine it into a clear statement you can read daily. For example, I am building a business that empowers people to find financial freedom. I am becoming a world-class speaker to inspire millions. I am writing books that awaken people's hidden greatness. Your mind craves clarity. Give it that gift. Align your daily focus with your vision. Billionaires reverse engineer their days from their vision. They ask, what must happen this year for me to move closer to my vision? What must I accomplish this month to align with that goal? What one thing must I do today that truly moves me forward? This process ensures that your deep work is not just productive, but purposeful. The power of visual reminders. Your environment should remind you of your vision. Billionaires use vision boards, written goals on mirrors, or daily affirmations to keep their mission alive in their mind. Place your vision where you will see it every morning. Let it remind you why your focus matters. Let it remind you why you will protect your sacred hours of deep work. Your energy follows your vision. When your vision is clear, you wake up with energy. You sit down to work with intention. You find the courage to say no to distractions because you know what you are saying yes to. Your vision is your compass. It is the North Star that guides your focus. A question for you. Ask yourself today, is my focus aligned with a clear, compelling vision, or am I just staying busy? Reflect on this tonight before you sleep. Let it guide your actions tomorrow. Closing reflection for part 4. Your life is too precious to spend it chasing distractions or working on tasks that do not move you toward your dreams. Billionaires protect their focus, but more importantly, they align it with a powerful vision that gives their life meaning. You can do the same, starting today. Remember, when your vision is clear, your focus becomes unbreakable. In part 5, we will uncover how billionaires master the art of saying no, building unshakable boundaries to protect their focus and energy from the demands of the world. Part 5, the power of saying no. Have you ever felt exhausted because you keep saying yes to things that drain your time, energy, and focus? Have you ever wondered why you are always busy yet feel like you are not moving forward? Here is the truth. Billionaires are not afraid to say no. In fact, they master it. There is a story about Warren Buffett and Bill Gates sitting at a dinner table. Someone asked them, what is the single most important factor behind your success? Both of them, without hesitation, answered with one word: focus. And do you know how they maintain that focus? By saying no to almost everything else. Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. This is not just a catchy quote, it is a strategy billionaires live by. They know that every yes you give is a no to something else. When you say yes to endless meetings, distractions, or obligations that do not align with your mission, you are saying no to your dreams, your health, your family, and your deep work. Your yes is sacred. Billionaires treat their yes like gold. They evaluate every request, opportunity, and invitation with one question: does this align with my vision? If it does not, the answer is no. Saying no does not make you rude, it makes you focused. Saying no does not make you unkind, it makes you aligned. Saying no does not close doors, it opens space for the right doors to appear. Overcoming the fear of saying no. Many people struggle to say no because they fear disappointing others or missing out on opportunities. But billionaires understand that saying yes to everything is the fastest path to mediocrity. They are not afraid to let people down temporarily to remain true to their mission. They know that their purpose is too important to sacrifice for people-pleasing or temporary comfort. Create your no list. Take a moment today to write down a no list. What are the things, habits, requests, or people that drain your focus? Write them down and commit to saying no to them for the next 30 days. This could include unnecessary meetings, mindless scrolling on social media, saying yes to every social invitation, responding instantly to every message, doing low-value tasks that others can handle, Protect your energy by eliminating what does not align with your vision. Use the hell yes or no rule. Derek Sivers famously said, "If it's not a hell yes, it's a no." Billionaires live by this rule. If an opportunity does not excite them deeply or align with their mission, they decline it. You do not have unlimited time and energy. Reserve it for what truly matters. Communicating your no. You can say no with kindness and clarity. "Thank you for thinking of me, but I need to decline to stay focused on my current priorities. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm not available. This does not align with where I need to focus right now." You do not owe long explanations. Respect yourself enough to protect your focus. A question for you. Ask yourself today, what have I been saying yes to that I need to start saying no to? Write down your answers. This will help you clear space in your mind, schedule, and energy for deep work that moves your dreams forward. Closing reflection for Part 5. Your ability to say no determines the quality of your focus. Billionaires protect their time and energy because they know these are their most valuable resources. They say no to distractions, obligations, and noise so they can say yes to their mission, vision, and deep work. You have the same power. Remember, every no you say to distractions is a yes you say to your future. Choose wisely. Part 6. Morning Rituals of Billionaires. Have you ever wondered why your day often slips away before you get to what truly matters? Have you noticed how billionaires seem to start their days with unstoppable momentum? Here is the truth. Billionaires do not leave their mornings to chance. They engineer them for deep focus and clarity. I remember reading how Benjamin Franklin would ask himself every morning, "What good shall I do this day?" And every evening, "What good have I done today?" These questions shaped his mind and prepared him to align each day with his highest mission. Billionaires follow a similar approach. They design morning rituals that prime their mind, body, and spirit for deep, focused work. Why mornings matter? Your mornings set the tone for your entire day. If you start your day with distractions, rushing, and reactive habits, your mind becomes scattered. But if you start your day intentionally with clear priorities and calm, your mind becomes focused. Billionaires protect their mornings because they understand the first hour shapes the next 23. The Billionaire Morning Framework. While everyone has unique preferences, you will notice these core practices in most high achievers. Wake up early. Billionaires like Tim Cook, Elon Musk, and Oprah Winfrey wake up early to start the day before the world demands their attention. This quiet time allows them to think, plan, and focus without interruption. Movement, exercise sharpens your mind and energizes your body. A quick workout, yoga session, or a walk can prepare you for deep work. Reflection and journaling. Writing down your thoughts, gratitude, and goals clears mental clutter. It aligns your mind with your mission. Learning, reading, or listening to something educational in the morning feeds your mind with ideas and inspiration. Planning deep work, they identify their top priority for the day, the one task that will move their vision forward and block time for it. The power of a single priority. Billionaires do not start the day with endless to-do lists. They begin with clarity on the single most important task. They ask, "If I only get one thing done today, what is the most meaningful task that will move me toward my vision?" This question removes overwhelm and directs your focus with laser precision. Avoiding the morning trap. Many people lose their focus first thing in the morning by checking social media, reading news filled with negativity, answering emails immediately, reacting to others' demands. Billionaires avoid this trap. They claim the first hour of their day for themselves, ensuring their mind remains aligned with their purpose before the noise of the world enters. Craft your morning ritual. Start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Move your body for 10-15 minutes. Spend 5 minutes in silence, breathing deeply. Write down your single most important task for the day. Avoid your phone for the first hour. These small steps will transform your focus and energy. Your morning shapes your focus. When you start your day with intention, you send a signal to your mind. I am in control. My vision matters. My focus is my responsibility. This mindset will follow you throughout your day, making it easier to enter deep work and avoid distractions. A question for you. Ask yourself, how am I currently starting my mornings, and is it serving my highest goals? Take a moment tonight to reflect on this question and plan one small change for tomorrow morning. Closing reflection for Part 6. Your mornings are sacred. Billionaires know that how you start your day determines how you live your life. They protect their mornings, align them with their mission, and use them to build unstoppable focus. You have the same power. Remember, your morning is your foundation for deep work and greatness. Use it wisely. Part 7. Focus during chaos. Have you ever felt that just when you finally find your focus, life throws chaos your way? Have you struggled to stay consistent when problems, emergencies, and unexpected events break your rhythm? Here is a truth you must understand. Billionaires do not have chaos-free lives. They learn to focus despite the chaos. Think about Elon Musk managing multiple companies, production crises, and financial risks, yet still carving out time for deep work on engineering problems. Or consider Oprah Winfrey managing a media empire, charities, and public appearances, yet protecting time for reading, thinking, and planning. Chaos is part of life, but focus is a choice, even during storms. When they have a quiet day, when all problems are solved, when they feel motivated. But those days rarely come. Billionaires know you must create focus within imperfect conditions. They train their minds to shift into deep work, even when the world outside is loud and unpredictable. Ron Prosser, Paul Bachels, control what you can, release what you cannot. Chaos will arrive in your life. Family emergencies, health challenges, financial pressures. Billionaires accept this reality and focus on controlling what they can. They control their morning rituals no matter how busy the day, block focused work hours, even if shorter during chaotic periods, maintain simple habits, hydration, movement, journaling to support mental clarity, avoid emotional reactions to every problem. They do not surrender their focus completely to chaos. During chaos, it may be hard to focus for 3 uninterrupted hours. Instead, billionaires adapt by chunking deep work into smaller blocks, 25-30-minute sprints of focused work, using early mornings before the world wakes up, utilizing travel or waiting times to read, plan, or think deeply. This mindset keeps momentum alive when others stop completely. Guard your energy, not just time. Billionaires protect their focus by managing their emotional state. They practice mindfulness or breathing to calm anxiety. They write down worries to clear mental clutter. They seek perspective, asking, will this matter in 5 years? They delegate what does not require their highest focus. Grinu dulce, gratidina, detach from distractions. During chaos, distractions often become an escape. Billionaires resist this temptation. Grinu dulce, gratidina, detach from persations of agile stride. Diligorage persations cal, berguard dulce cards to views. They do not numb their stress with endless scrolling, gossip, or news consumption. They stay committed to their mission, using even small windows of focus to move forward. Grinu dulce, gratidina, detach from persation. Anchor with your vision. Your vision is your compass during chaos. When everything feels unstable, remind yourself why you must continue your deep work. Billionaires do not focus for the sake of productivity alone. They focus because their mission demands it. Ask yourself today, how can I protect small pockets of focus even when life feels chaotic? Reflect on this tonight and plan one simple action you will take tomorrow to maintain your focus. Closing reflection for part 7. Life will not always be calm, but your mind can learn to remain steady. Billionaires do not let chaos define their days. They find focus in small windows, protect their mission, and build progress even in storms. You have this power within you. Remember, chaos may be around you, but focus is built within you. Part 8. Recovering focus after distraction. Have you ever found yourself drifting back to distractions, even after promising to stay focused? Have you felt frustrated when your momentum breaks and you struggle to get back on track? Here is the truth. Billionaires get distracted too, but they recover focus quickly. Ransere, but is not about never getting distracted. It is about how fast you return to your mission. Steve Jobs once said, if you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. He knew distractions would always be there, but his mission was too important to remain off track for long. Why we lose focus. Distractions are addictive because they give us instant dopamine hits, a false sense of productivity, an escape from discomfort. Billionaires understand this and design systems to pull themselves back into focus without guilt. Pause, don't punish. When you notice you have been distracted, pause, take a deep breath, acknowledge you drifted. Do not waste energy on self-criticism. Billionaires do not waste time on guilt. They simply return to what matters. Use distraction breaks strategically. Billionaires schedule short breaks to reset their minds. When you feel restless, instead of letting distraction control you, stand up and stretch. Walk for 5 minutes. Drink water. Take 5 deep breaths. Then return to your deep work. Reflect on your distractions. Distractions are signals. Ask Waters, why did I lose focus? Was the task unclear? Was I tired or unfocused? Was there an emotional reason? Billionaires analyze distractions to adjust their environment, tasks, or mindset. Revisit your vision. When your focus fades, reconnect with your mission. Billionaires keep their vision visible, on their desks, on their phone lock screens, as daily affirmations. Remind yourself, this is why I am here. This is what I am building. Use the 5-minute rule. If you feel resistance returning to work, commit to working for just 5 minutes. Often momentum will return once you start. Billionaires use this simple trick to defeat procrastination and rebuild focus. Notifications, background noise, clutter. Billionaires consistently audit their environment to remove these triggers, creating a space that supports focus. Track your focus wins. At the end of the day, reflect. When did I work deeply today? What pulled me away? How did I return to focus? Billionaires improve what they measure. Tracking your focus will help you understand your patterns and improve daily. A question for you. Ask yourself, how quickly do I recover focus when I get distracted? Reflect on this tonight. Plan one change you will make tomorrow to shorten your recovery time. Closing reflection for part 8. Distractions will always exist. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is the speed of recovery. Billionaires are not perfect. They get distracted, but they return to their mission with discipline and clarity. You can do the same. Remember, your dreams are too important to let distractions steal your days. Part 5. The power of saying no. Have you ever felt exhausted because you keep saying yes to things that drain your time, energy, and focus? Have you ever wondered why you are always busy yet feel like you are not moving forward? Here is the truth. Billionaires are not afraid to say no. In fact, they master it. There is a story about Warren Buffett and Bill Gates sitting at a dinner table. Someone asked them, what is the single most important factor behind your success? Both of them, without hesitation, answered with one word, focus. And do you know how they maintain that focus? By saying no to almost everything else. Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. This is not just a catchy quote, it is a strategy billionaires live by. They know that every yes you give is a no to something else. When you say yes to endless meetings, distractions, or obligations that do not align with your mission, you are saying no to your dreams, your health, your family, and your deep work. Your yes is sacred. Billionaires treat their yes like gold. They evaluate every request, opportunity, and invitation with one question. Does this align with my vision? If it does not, the answer is no. Saying no does not make you rude, it makes you focused. Saying no does not make you unkind, it makes you aligned. Saying no does not close doors, it opens space for the right doors to appear. Overcoming the fear of saying no. Many people struggle to say no because they fear disappointing others or missing out on opportunities. But billionaires understand that saying yes to everything is the fastest path to mediocrity. They are not afraid to let people down temporarily to remain true to their mission. They know that their purpose is too important to sacrifice for people-pleasing or temporary comfort. Create your no list. Take a moment today to write down a no list. What are the things, habits, requests, or people that drain your focus? Write them down and commit to saying no to them for the next 30 days. This could include unnecessary meetings, mindless scrolling on social media, saying yes to every social invitation, responding instantly to every message, doing low-value tasks that others can handle. Protect your energy by eliminating what does not align with your vision. Use the hell yes or no rule. Derek Sivers famously said, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. Billionaires live by this rule. If an opportunity does not excite them deeply or align with their mission, they decline it. You do not have unlimited time and energy. Reserve it for what truly matters. Communicating your no. You can say no with kindness and clarity. Thank you for thinking of me, but I need to decline to stay focused on my current priorities. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm not available. This does not align with where I need to focus right now. You do not owe long explanations. Respect yourself enough to protect your focus. A question for you. Ask yourself today, what have I been saying yes to that I need to start saying no to? Write down your answers. This will help you clear space in your mind, schedule, and energy for deep work that moves your dreams forward. Closing reflection for part 5. Your ability to say no determines the quality of your focus. Billionaires protect their time and energy because they know these are their most valuable resources. They say no to distractions, obligations, and noise so they can say yes to their mission, vision, and deep work. You have the same power. Remember, every no you say to distractions is a yes you say to your future. Choose wisely. Part 10, align focus with purpose. Have you ever felt that even when you focus, something is missing inside? Have you wondered why success feels empty if it is not aligned with your deepest purpose? Here is the truth. Billionaires align their focus with a purpose greater than themselves. Roon radi our heavens, the part arsen amand, pradi our heavens, say, kitten focus is about discipline alone. But the deepest, most sustainable focus comes from alignment. When your work aligns with your mission, your energy flows naturally. You no longer need to force yourself to focus. Your purpose fuels your focus. Roon radi our heavens, purpose as the ultimate driver of focus. Napoleon Hill wrote, there is one quality which one must possess to win, and that is definiteness of purpose. the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to possess it. Billionaires live by this principle. They are clear on what they want to build, why it matters to them, how it will serve others. This clarity ignites a burning desire that pulls them through challenges and distractions. Roonradiar heavens. The story of purpose in action. Consider the story of Muhammad Yunus, who built the Grameen Bank to help impoverished people gain financial independence through microloans. Yunus faced resistance, skepticism, and countless barriers, yet he remained focused. Why? His mission was clear: to eliminate poverty and empower the poor. Purpose kept him focused, and his focus made his mission a reality, impacting millions of lives. Roonradiar heaven. Clarify your purpose. Ask yourself, what do I truly care about? What problem am I here to solve? What legacy do I want to leave? Write down your answers. Let them guide your daily focus. Roonradiar heaven. Connect daily tasks to purpose. Billionaires do not see tasks as isolated chores. They link each task to their purpose. If you are writing, remember who you are serving with your words. If you are building a business, remember the lives you aim to transform. If you are learning, remember how this knowledge will advance your mission. Purpose transforms mundane work into meaningful progress. Purpose builds resilience. When challenges arise, people without purpose give up. Billionaires endure setbacks because their purpose is bigger than their problems. It fuels resilience, discipline, and the courage to continue. Purpose creates joy and focus. When you align your focus with purpose, deep work becomes a joy, not a burden. You wake up with excitement, knowing each moment of focus is building something meaningful. Run free pestamin brouw prestaments, tichim tinja patatet. Run for tail pachamolten, tukin postalgo, puchin topanjun ne pachu, tel to puchin dald, remanis nida spurtful, tukin puchin foida the jufta montu. If you are writing, remember how this knowledge will advance your mission. For chuda stug you are hundred tichin fitchitid pachu, for chacha jufta tichit the loaster. Living a purpose-focused life. Billionaires understand that the ultimate measure of success is not wealth alone, but impact. They use focus as a tool to live purposefully, to contribute, and to fulfill their mission on earth. You can do the same. Run for Kathfol's reflection for part 10. This is your moment to align your focus with your purpose. Your focus is powerful, but when aligned with purpose, it becomes unstoppable. Remember, your greatest fulfillment will come from using your focused energy to serve something bigger than yourself. Live with purpose, focus with intention, build a life that matters.